Good day, Mr. Cage, and thanks again for coming out to the lesson tee. It's going to give you a couple of views, this one face on, and what we saw was a good setup, good balance, and then I'm going to have you take a look. We'll see the entire swing at regular speed one time. As you can see, a really good finish and very athletic move. Back, we move through a couple of minor points. As we work through, we put the ding caddy over here just so we can make sure, sometimes as a reminder of making sure we don't slide through. But that was not much of a problem. So rather than slide, we'd want to turn, because our telltale shot that we called it is that falling shot off to the right, which basically for you is that the club does not get back to square in time. So a couple things we'll look at. When you get into position, the top is good, and then as you came down, what we saw was, when we looked at this area right here, we noticed that it would kind of stop, and then it's just a matter of how well you manipulated your hands. The other is that we would see this area pulling through as it would come through, and just really from the back we'd see it even more, that it kind of pulls the club left. So you can get into some good shots if the hands are working well, but most importantly that we wanted to make sure that this area right in here kept turning towards the target all the way through your finish. Because you would get there in the end, but it would get kind of hung up and stop, so therefore you were just really relying upon what all the hands would do. We'll see it from the back side as well. The other one we wanted to make sure that we addressed was seeing that the head didn't have a whole lot of vertical movement. Let me get a good line here. So what we want to do is take a look and see how much. And we see a little more from behind on the swing that we did. It would want to drop down, and again, that just creates where you run out of room and maybe forces a little more of that left arm crunching in to make room for the club. So what we did was the towel, when we put it in under your left arm, so we put it right in here, and for the drill, only a drill, not to try and play, but the drill was to have the towel under the left arm, hold it in there through the swing, and never do more than a half swing. Because all we're looking for is, rather than this pulling out and around, which would make the towel drop, that we force and rework the upper body so that this area right here would just keep turning towards your target really well. Good swing.